Okay. Oh, looks like we're good. Light's a bit funny, but not too bad. Okay, hey everybody. Just let me do a little typing here. Mouse on the other side is messed up a bit. Okay. So, yes, got my tea. This is one of many Tim Hortons mugs we have, and this is how I normally have tea. Behind me, though, you can see the china cabinet we have. It used to be my grandma's. And there's teacups in there, some of which were hers. So I might use those sometime. Ah, that's better. Today's kind of sunny, windy, cloudy. Any Winnie the Pooh fans will know it's a blustery day. You guys know that? Ah, that's better. My husband's off fishing, so I have peace and quiet. So that's why I'm doing this today. I know everyone's busy, so if nobody comes in, that's fine. I get it. I just throw it out there just to see who's around. Excuse me. So, yes, we have another canceled cruise. That makes number 3. I can see why, though. There was not a massive cancellation across the board for Celebrity. It was here and there. And the reason ours was canceled, it was a Trans-Pacific leaving from Japan and coming back this way. But if the ship is not already there in the east doing Asian itineraries or Australia or anything like that, then there's nowhere for them to come back from. So ours is. So there's the second good deal out the window. That was supposed to happen next April. So the next cruise we're scheduled to be on is 1 year as of now. We're doing a coastal on the Discovery Princess. I hope. It's getting very, very irritating. Too many people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. However, we're not going to get into that now. Beat myself stupid. Whatever. Give up. Anyway, I do have some colleagues that are going ahead with theirs. One of my colleagues is going on Royal Caribbean's Oasis of the Seas next month with her son and daughter-in-law and some grandkids. They'll do the usual protocols, mask up. They've all got their vaccines, all good to go. They're willing to brave it, so they're going to go. I'm not that desperate. I'll just wait till next fall and fingers crossed. Now, as far as projects go, my latest quilt video you guys might have seen. It was the orange and blue and yellow one. I just finished it. Our friends came by last night to pick up the quilt, say hi. My nephew, he calls me Auntie. I've known him since before he was even born. He loved it, thought it was great. I can't claim too much of the nice work on it because the quilting that my neighbor across the street does, I mean, I can sew it together. I sew the top. I put 2 big pieces, make the backing, because usually one piece, it's big. You got to sew it together and make a big thing for the back. And I buy the batting from her. That's the middle stuff, the soft stuff. Makes it poofy, warm. She gets big bolts of it. So it's cheaper for me just to say, here you go, Beatrice. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. I will buy batting from you. I buy the thread from her too. And she just picks out a couple of ideas, and some of them she uses her computer for on her machine. Some she does the pantograph where she like follows the lines. She's the expert, not me. So I just leave her to it. She tells me something and I go, sure, looks good. So my portion of it looks and then she does her bit and it's like amplified amazingly by like 1,000 degrees. Sorry, I gotta sit more. I really don't know what it's going to do out. Like 20 minutes ago, it was sunny. I'm hoping my husband's catching some fish. He's about 20 minutes down the river. At the place we usually go camping, I have some video in my travel playlist. Well, that's all I have in the travel is camping. At the moment, from where we've gone there before, so you guys can have a look at that if you want. Just go check that out. He's right there. It's handy. So if he actually catches a fish, you can come home and put it in the freezer. That would be nice. In other projects, I'm prepping some Halloween stuff. One thing for me, I have kind of pretty good Halloween decor already. Not too bad on that one. But I'm making a few gifts for people, and I have to make Ferris a bandana. Because I made one for Max last year. Might have been the year before. Not sure. And I did video it, I think. Yeah, I think I did. How to make a double-sided dog bandana, something like that. If I'll go look back, and if I didn't, I'll film the one I make for Ferris. I kind of guess, because Max has got a fatter neck, so I can't remember how big I made the square. 32 inches maybe? So I just cut a square of fabric, and then I fold it triangular. So then you have the hypotenuse of the right triangle. All that math stuff makes it nice and long. So I put it around his neck and tied in a double knot. And I don't know how long that is. I mean, I can put it down and measure it, obviously, and I can tell you guys, but I'm not doing that right now. Oh. Alright, so it looks like no one's joining. Well, that's okay. Tuesday's a funny day. A lot of people have filmed their Tea Tuesdays already. Just uploaded it, but I haven't done live in a while, so just thought I'd try it. Sit here, drink tea. Well, you can see at the top of the china cabinet there is a vase with some flowers in it. That's some of my fall decor. And hang on, there we go. You can see one of my cruise ship models. My son got those. There's one further back. That's the old Celebrity Century that we cruised on in 2011. Doesn't exist anymore. Got sold off somewhere. Yeah, usually I film these in my bedroom or the craft room or something, so you get to see a little somewhere different in my house. I probably should have done one in August. I wasn't thinking. When the weather was good, I kind of gone outside and you guys could have seen a slice of the backyard. But it was so hot. And unfortunately, the back of our house where the deck is off the kitchen, it faces east. So I can't really do anything until the afternoon because it's like 5,000 degrees out there with the sun beating down on it. I don't really want to sweat to death while I'm talking to you guys, so that's why I didn't do it. But maybe in the spring if it's not too bad. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there's the wind getting crazy. If it keeps up, I'm going to put the candles on later. And our old dog Maximus, the big fuzzy one, if you've seen my videos of them, he's not a fan of wind. It kind of freaks him out, so he might have to get drugged tonight. Because if he gets too freaked out and scared, he does like have to do the anxious go to the bathroom thing, which often happens in the middle of the night. So I don't really want to do that. So far, the young guy Ferris doesn't really seem to care too much about wind or storms or anything like that. If I take him out for a walk, though, he's terrified of the bus. Trucks, a big driving, and people going by on bikes cannot handle people on bikes. Hides behind my leg. Scared. He's a weird dog. We got the stupid one, I think. He's lovely. He's a sweetie, but he only turned a year old on the 15th of this month of September. So he's got a ways to go yet. I mean, I shouldn't really say that he's an idiot because he's kind of not. We just forget from Max. But I'm pretty sure Max was a moron until he was 2. It just was a long time ago because he's 9 now, and I forgot what that whole puppy thing was all about. And I don't know, for whatever reason, Bernie's mountain dogs, they're like labs. They're puppies for a long time until the brains kick in, and yeah. There was something else I was going to talk to you guys about. Oh, my daughter's birthday. That's part of the whole fishing thing. Yeah. Okay, so this place we go camping, it's called Thurston Meadows. It's like 20 minutes east of where we live, down the Chilliwack River. And as of last Thursday, late last week was all really nice, warm, sunny, lovely, late summer. And my husband and my daughter took the trailer on Thursday and went and set everything up and organized. And Friday, the 24th, was her 23rd birthday. So her and a few of her friends were camping at our trailer. So we went down there on Friday and had a birthday dinner with her. And then we took the dogs and they hung out for the day. And then my husband and I and the dog came home and left them to it. Oh, my son came too because he wasn't going to, but then he didn't have to work, so he came along too. Anyway, so we had this family thing, and our niece and nephew were camping too, and some other friends of ours. So we were able to do a nice dinner with her. And then we went, bye, see ya, and just left. And Saturday was also nice, but we couldn't go back because my husband had to coach soccer at 3:30 in Mission. It's a community not too far away, but that sort of precludes basically anything, any dinner-wise down at the trailer again. And then Sunday, they left and just left the trailer and came home. And then Sunday started to get rainy and yick again. And my husband and my son went back down there on Sunday because the brewery's closed on Monday, so my son didn't have to work. So the two of them went down there together. And then they fished a little bit yesterday morning. Didn't get anything, but there was guys catching fish all around, so there's definitely fish in the river. We saw them in the river, like they're plain as day. So hopefully he'll get something. And then they came back at 1 o'clock or so. But my son didn't want to go back down with his dad, so my husband did practice with his boys last night and then left and went back down there, which is probably a good thing because if it's getting windy and the weather's hinky, then I'm going to keep an eyeball on the stuff out to the trailer and make sure the tarp's not ripping and all that. Yes, we have a trailer, but if you camp in British Columbia, you still have the tarp. It's a fact of life. Because at some point, it will rain. Almost guaranteed. I mean, if you have one of those long stretches of hot weather and you go right in the middle of it, probably okay. But other than that, it's going to rain. All right. Well, thanks since I've been yapping here for 15 minutes and drinking my tea and everyone else is busy. Okay, that's fine. I get it. Tuesday afternoon is kind of a stupid time. That's okay. I'll finish up my tea and then I'll go. I have to go get my allergy shot this morning, or I could have done this earlier, but it didn't work out that good. I was supposed to go every 2 weeks, but 2 weeks from now is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving here in Canada is the second Monday of October, which will be the 11th this year. And the doctor that I go to, they're just taking the rest of the week off after Thanksgiving. So I have to wait another week and go on the 19th for my next shot. Which is fine. That's okay. I'm getting through I've been doing it for 2 years now, so I think I have another 2 to go. With lesson time eventually be once a month. Yeah, and then I'll finish. I'm also gathering fabric slowly for the next go of grad quilts. I ordered from an Etsy shop. The name escapes me at the moment. I'd have to look it up. I'm in a holding pattern for our friend son because he said he wanted Sardis green. Sardis Secondary School is where my kids went to high school and where this guy's going to high school. And the Sardis colors are silver. It's sort of not forest green exactly. It's hard to describe. It's a dark green, but not too dark, and it's kind of bright. Anyway, and silver and black. So I think I might need to go to one of the quilt stores. But there's the good one that used to be here in Chilliwack got sold, and the lady moved it to Parksville or somewhere in Vancouver Island, which is fine. You can order online, but it was so good because you could go and see stuff, and I like to see, ooh, that looks good together. You know, like sometimes it's hard to tell with an online picture. So the lady that used to be the manager of this store that moved, her name is Heather. She and a couple buddies opened up this quilting store in Abbotsford, which is the next community over from me, but it's not handy to get to because it's out in kind of boondocks. So it's not handy. So when COVID gets better, a group of us might actually sort of make a small road trip and go and have a look and buy some stuff. But until then, I kind of have to wait and see. I know what I want to do. I've got the pattern and everything. It's just a matter of, and I have a green because I asked my daughter, what do you think? I got a couple of green solids here. So she picked one because it actually is the same color as the hoodie she has. Because she graduated from Sardis Secondary in 2016. So she still has her hoodie. So I asked her. So she picked that. And it's meant to be kind of scrappy. So I'll look through my other greens and see if I have a print that's agreeable. I have a lot of, well, I buy Kona black like all the time because you always need black. So I'm going to buy more. But I wouldn't mind like a tone-on-tone black print or something because I don't want to do the whole quilt just solid colors. The example that I used, Tiny Orchard Quilts, hers is all in aquas and yellows, and it looks really pretty in solids, but I don't want to do that. I want some print too. So I need to go and see stuff and match it up. So that one's going to have to wait. But the other one that I ordered the fabric from the Etsy shop is actually for my hairdresser's son, because we got to be kind of friendly, and her kid's graduating, and I'm using a really simple pattern. It's actually the pattern I first learned to quilt on when I did like the beginner quilting class in 2015. The dog has now appropriated that quilt. That was Max originally. It was supposed to be a couch one for downstairs, and then it was suddenly Max's. You know how that goes. People with pets, right? That's mine now. Oh, okay. It's a alternating 4-patch. It's really simple. It's a big square and then 4 little squares and big square and 4 little squares. And the kid is a fan of the Vegas Knights hockey, right? So lo and behold, you can buy that. Sweet. So that's where the Etsy shop came in. I just did a Google search. Vegas Knights fabric. Voila. Tons of it. So there's only a couple different styles. So I got one of them, and the other one I might use for the backing. I'm waiting for it to come in, and then I have to get a gray that goes with it. And they have like sort of a dark cherry red on their logo. So I was thinking the inner border, maybe red, and then the outer border, maybe more of the little shield thing. If I think of it, I'll show you guys. I'll put it up on my design wall. But conceivably, depending on how I find the gray fabric and the red fabric and stuff, I might start that one first. We'll see. I don't know yet. That's going to be waiting. So then, of course, I won't be able to do too much with my quilting journal. I can finish off. I got to get one picture printed of that yellow and orange and blue quilt. So I can finish off the page for that one. I can finish off the page for that purple table runner that I made for my friend Thelma. And that's kind of it for quite a while. So my journal stuff is going to be put away in a box and I'll look at it in January, February or something and do more of it. It's a do as you go. Oh, hey, Lorene. My friend Lorene from She's Shy, She's Crafty just popped in. Thanks for coming by. I was thinking I've been sitting there talking to myself. But that's okay. It's hard to pick a time because everybody just is so busy and people are all in different time zones, and it's like, yeah, it's hard. I get it. I follow a lot of people, and only once in a while can I ever catch them live because they're at like 6 o'clock. Well, we're eating at 6 o'clock, but it's like 9 o'clock in the east for them, so it makes it easier. Well, that doesn't help me any. Yeah, you know how it is, right? Me on the West Coast, we doesn't work out, and then the people on the East, it doesn't work out in other ways for them. So everyone's got a problem. Oh, good. Is everything going good for you, Lorene? I hope. I miss you. I miss seeing your videos. I think you're the best painter I've seen on YouTube, Lorene. If you guys don't subscribe to her, She's Shy, She's Crafty. She's Shy, She's Crafty. Please do. Because everything Lorene does is like, I can't even like draw a stick man to save my own life. So if you can paint stuff and make it look cool, I'm like blown away. I can follow instructions and I can sew fabric together reasonably well. That's about it. Although I'm kind of getting not bad at ornaments now. I've done enough of them. I'm kind of getting in the groove of it. Oh, that's good. I'm glad whatever you're getting done is helping. Oh, I'm fiddling with my camera here. Sorry about that. There, that's better. Something went light on me. That's good. I'm glad that you'll be getting back to it. I'll have to keep checking out. Mid-November. Oh, you're welcome. She says thanks for the compliment, but you really got to check her out. She's amazing. And she's such a nice person too. That's the thing about everybody on YouTube, all those crafty people we all watch these other videos and we all support each other. And I made so many friends. I've met nobody in person yet. That will hopefully change, but I still count people as my friends. Some of the BC girls might do a road trip in the spring, depending on COVID. There's me in the valley. And my friend Sandy, she's a thrifty grandma, but she hasn't been doing any videos earlier. She's actually kind of a neighbor of mine, about 4 kilometers away. Mel on the island, everything Marmy, she's in outside Victoria, Esquimalt, something like that. Mackie from West Coast Crafty Babe and Callie G are in the suburbs of Vancouver. I want to say Coquitlam. Yes, you're right, Lorene. We have a great community. So those of us that are around here might want to go into the interior because I don't know if you guys know Victoria Crafts and Creates. For the longest time, she's been living in Manitoba, but her husband was working here in BC in Revelstoke. I'm not sure if it's train related or not, but I know Revelstoke it's a big crew change place and stuff. There's a huge rail yard there. So it might be. I'm not positive on that, but he's been working there and she would just visit. Well, now her and the kids have moved there. Kids, I think. I think there's 2. Anyway, she's moved there. So if she comes westward a little bit, and those of us are sort of local, move eastward a little bit, and we can meet in the middle, like Kamloops, maybe. Then we can have a little visit, like a day trip kind of deal. I think that would be fun. We're thinking of it anyway. Oh, hi, JN. John, J and N Travels. John or Nancy. I'm doing good. Just quiet around here. My son's home in his room and the dogs are laying downstairs. So that's why I thought I would film. Daughter's got her first day of new place at work today. Oh, hi, John. Yeah, I think that just because we haven't been able to do too much with COVID lately, I mean, you can go out shopping now, but I don't think Sandy's gone out to do any shopping lately, so that's why she does any videos. Yeah, I think so, Lorene. Lorene said it would be fun to meet everybody. I hope we can do that. Because we're not close, but it would be doable to do a day trip, I think. Another girl in BC is Carlene Gilpin, but she lives way up north in Fort St. John, or yeah, I think it's Fort St. John, way in the north of BC. So that's like a full day to drive there. It takes forever. We've driven from here to Prince George before, and that's 10 hours, and she's more north from Prince George. Oh, my eye just ran. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's good that you met her, Mrs. Cotton Candy. I forget her name. That's good you met her, Lorene, and you live close by. John, we can fly. Canadian. There's a whole. I get emails every so often about places Canadians are allowed to go, like via my work, right? Because I'm a travel agent. So we get, stuff you're allowed. You can go here and you have to do your PCR test 48 hours, and we get all the skinny like that. So we can fly places. We can't drive across the border yet, which we all find kind of weird because we allow Americans to drive across the border. You have to have that ArriveCAN app, and you have to fill stuff out about your vaccines and your test. And I don't know exactly the whole particulars of it, but my clients sailing next May some of them are coming from New Mexico. So I sent them the link, the government link for this ArriveCAN thing. And I said, you guys need to check into this and get the app and do all the stuff you're supposed to do, or they won't let you cross the border. So that's my part of it done here. Here's the information. You guys do it. So, yeah, I don't know why we can't just drive across the border, which is strange. Several of my parents' friends have trailers just across the border near Mount Baker. Who knows what is going on down at the trailer after a year and a half? Like, things can go wrong, and you can't do anything about it. Like, you can't go there. What if your toilet floods or something? Like, so they're all getting a little frustrated. And my mom and dad's friends they've got a place way down in California, and they're just going to say screw it because they're flying out because they have to take care of stuff. And they have a caretaker that's telling them this and this and this, and like, well, so they're like, forget it, we're just going to go. Make sure their house isn't falling down. And same, one of my coworkers, actually, her and her husband are going to Florida next month because it's the same thing. They've got a house in Orlando, same thing, and they have to. Yeah, Angela's like, I don't know, our pool could be cracked and broken, and who knows. So they're going to bite the bullet and go to Florida. Yeah, I know. And thankfully, Lorene, with the rules, I know. BC's not that bad. I mean, we got a few wing nuts, but generally not that bad. But Alberta, I worry about Thelma. My aunt lives in Calgary. Kyle was supposed to go see his friend last week, 2 weeks ago, and he was supposed to fly out the day after the Premier, Mr. Kenny, put the state of emergency up. Because we just didn't go. It was a cheapo flight on Swoop for $200, and he just said, forget it, I'm not going. No, I'm glad we don't have to go there. We'll see about what we do over the later part of the fall. We were sort of semi-debating going up to my sister-in-law's. I did some video of that from July when we went with her friends and stayed in her house and stuff. But then again, with my husband coaching soccer, that kind of takes up all the weekends because there's always a game. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't gone up there and visited her for a while. Mind you, she's halfway at her cabin all the time. She's not even home because they're retired. So there's that problem. She might not even be home. But anyway, so I don't really have too much left to say, you guys. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate some chit chat. But I probably should go and change my laundry and that kind of stuff. That's boring, though. But, and refresh my tea. So I think I'm going to stop here. Thanks very much for coming by. I'm looking forward to seeing you do your videos again, Lorene. John and Nancy from JNN Travels, they always have interesting videos of different things to do here and there. So if I have clients ask me about, if I go here, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to send them a link. If you go here, do this because my friends say so. Yes, thank you very much. Nice chatting with both of you. I'm going to say bye-bye now. Take care, everybody. Bye. Come on. Oh, now my mouse is screwed up. There.